Jed Masterson.
Hey guys. Woohoo! There's been some crashing issues again with the game. Looks like it got fixed. Okay, continuing our Fallout New Vegas playthrough. There was a Misfit group quest here. Like 2 more quests before I feel like we're gonna be doing Old World Blues. So a couple of weird characters here.
Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. What you want?
Brown Noser? What's your story?
Ain't much to tell. Grew up out west, in the Boneyard. Heard of it? Yeah, not many people have. Wasn't really a good place for kids, you know? I joined up to get out. My family's still back there.
Why are you in the army?
Shit, man, it was this or the Fiends. And Fiends don't last too long in the NCR. At least this way, the badasses with the top shelf guns are on my side.
Can you tell me anything about Camp Golf?
What do you want to know? The whole place used to be some kind of rich bastard resort back before the war. Now the Rangers use the old resort and we grunts get to live in tents. Fucking typical.
Know anything about your squad mates?
We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. Well, Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig?
Sound like a bunch of winners.
Whatever. Not like I need any of them. I do just fine on my own.
Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice.
Angry Juice?
Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the Fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement. Whatever.
So he wants me to get Psycho to get
Right.
the squad going. What does she want?
Hell of a battle at Nelson. I'm impressed our troops survived.
Why did you join the army?
I guess I wanted to make something of myself, you know? Be the best of the best. I wanted to be a ranger, but guess this is as close as I get.
How'd you know about signed to Camp Golf?
Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything.
That's how you should not talk about them. Tell them about yourself.
Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers.
Oh man, they didn't get you in. Did you tell them you're a woman? Special rights and everything? How come you didn't make it into the Rangers?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to do with it?
Oh man, she's talking really fast. Can't even understand her. Sounds like you aren't too fond of your squad mates.
Yeah, I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me.
Is it me or this character is talking like a fast forward? This place doesn't seem so bad.
Please. Camp Golf is where they shuffle off anybody they don't want anymore. Assignment here is a career ender.
I don't know. Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching rad roaches to march in formation.
I don't even get what this character is all about. A guy's fiend and he wants to use the drugs to make the squad, work. Gee, I don't know how does she fit here. Can't be as hard as all that. What needs to be get done?
Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though.
So you get to basically
Okay,
decide
I'll
for
be here
them.
if you come to your senses.
What do you think you're doing?
Lucky I'm not my previous character, lady.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you?
Are you in charge around here?
In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me.
Oh my god, there's a bunch of entitled douchebags here. I wonder if anyone else would share that sentiment.
Genius is seldom appreciated in its own time.
His followers on the Gash campaign looks weird. What's weird about it? Tell me about yourself.
To what purpose? It's highly unlikely you'd understand anything I'd say. Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, I'll have all the money I could ever need.
Oh my god, look at this guy. Or a guy like you end up in the army.
It's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial personal risk, if you're on the front line. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. Perform too well, and you get sent to the front lines. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity gradient to a cushy, do-nothing job miles away from the war.
Oh, this guy has it all figured out. Kitty asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that?
He thinks you might respond better to someone who isn't an authority figure.
This is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension.
My god, man. This guy reminds me of quite a bit of people around. Cushy pension, huh? What if you die from a liver failure when you're 57 years old? What about that? Guess you don't feel so smart now, huh?
Your insults are both unhelpful and unwanted. I'll thank you to keep them to yourself.
Come back to the squad improvements. I had an idea.
And what do you propose?
Yeah, let's get on a little more instead.
As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time. I somehow suspect you'll be back to converse with me later.
This is the last one in the squad.
Nelson's back in our hand. Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you.
Right, his mama. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Weren't much. Me, Ma, and Pa, my two sisters, and about 40 acres of corn and Brahmin. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. Then I joined up and got shipped out here to New Vegas.
Can you tell me about your squad mates?
They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life.
Why are you so afraid of fighting?
I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest, so you mind yourself. Every day she told me that. Guess I done took it to heart.
What do you think of Chem Golf?
Oh, it's a fine place. The lake is real pretty, and we don't get bothered much by them Legion fellers.
How'd you end up in the army?
Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. Pa said he couldn't afford to feed but 3 youngins or we'd starve. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so's my sisters could eat, and so's we wouldn't all be killed by raiders, and Jesus would love us. It's all right, I guess. I don't like all
They
the
hate
fighting.
out of Jesus at the end. This is one meme, one big meme here. This guy. McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness.
Human niceness.
That's right. Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other.
Think I should find ways to convince the Misfits to get along?
That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen.
We'll go with this guy this time.
Okay. Toodaloo.
I'm not supposed to know this, but I hear they're dispatching elite ranger units from California to deal with the Legion.
So about those improvements.
Yeah, what about it? I told you we need marksmanship and explosive handling improvements.
Yeah, let's get him, what?
Wow. The big celebrity down here with the common troopers. What can I do for you?
Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. What you want? Like I said, you get the juice, we'll cut loose.
What the hell? Did he not talk to everybody? How many of them supposed to be? 4 or 5? 1 Egypt, 2 Egypt, 3 Egypts, 4 Egypts.
Patrolling the Mojave.
You've managed to become extraordinarily well-liked by the top brass. You should exploit that for your own gain wherever possible.
If you only knew I had 400,000 caps. It occurs to me that I might cheat.
An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere. As you wish.
You go with a laser out here.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you.
We seem to have went to the next part of the request, but the other guys didn't get the memo.
Oh shit, here comes the brown.
It's charming. It's good to know our team building is alive and well.
Shit, maybe you're right. Guess I ought to give him a shot.
Okay, so it's through that one.
Wow. The big celebrity down here with the common troopers. What can I do for you? Yeah. They're slack.
Well, maybe if you try to lead by example instead of tearing down. So you have to talk with the other guys and then use the speech on the squad mates, huh?
You really think so? Hell,
This
I
is
guess
not,
it's worth a shot.
like an option after.
Sure. See you around.
That was a little bit confusing.
You've managed to become
Since you're so respect, maybe you can help get this unit in shape.
You're trying to appeal to my ego. I must admit it's an effective tactic. All right, I'll help. But only because I want to see if it's even possible.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you.
How's that human niceness working out?
Boy, the squad sure is working together a lot better now. I think we're gonna be A-okay.
And nobody even moved out their place and it's done. Damn.
Well, their test scores are only marginally improved, but I'm hearing good things about the Misfits' teamwork. After what you did getting my Misfits whipped into shape, yeah, I could spare a couple boys for Bitter Springs. I'll issue the dispatch orders.
They should be done with the Bitter Springs. There were 3 quests here. Done. Finish that guy in the cave. There's one to get the books for the doctor and reinforcements here.
Those medical supplies have already been a phenomenal help. Thank you. Both of them? Wow, that's very resourceful. Thank you. I think that should just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people.
I swear I was glad to help.
Well, still, thanks again.
You know what's weird, Rubio, now that I'm level 50, that ka-ching. I miss that ka-ching.
Anything else I can do for you?
I also miss that, you know, Idiot Savant. Oh man, that Idiot Savant. It's like, might be the best thing about Fallout 4, Idiot Savant.
Thanks to your help, I think Bitter Springs has a real shot at surviving. I can't offer much of a reward, but know that the NCR is very grateful. That's very generous of you. I
You
appreciate
can
it.
get a karma for both quests. If I'm not mistaken, in Fallout 4 there's pretty much no limit how far you can go in level. Just becomes very, very slow, right? Constantly keep getting perks and more health as you level up. And that's, you know, that's very good for, you know, keep playing level. I discovered nearly all the locations here. 184. I missed 2 locations somewhere, I think. Unfortunately, everything becomes bullet sponge. But what do you mean? What do you mean? Are the enemies get more health over time as well? Because my characters always were pretty much one-shotting later. But they were getting way more health as well. So let's go talk to Contreras. Let's see if the fake quest will actually finish this time. Look at the map. Look at the map. Put some serious work on this playthrough. There are apparently somewhere 2 more locations, but I can't find them. I could go check pretty much every location in the game on the wiki and then compare which one ones I found. This is how I could find the 2 missing locations. That will be also a little bit consuming. 184. I think there are 187 plus 1 from the Wild Wasteland, but there is no Wild Wasteland available, so it's 184. 187. The Legate's Camp is final game location, which means there are 2 locations that are not discovered. Makes you wonder where they are. 2 locations. I feel like I explored everything. This location here is after you do Lonesome Road, though. Maybe it's counted, this one here. I think the last 2 locations are unlocked after you complete Lonesome Road. For completion's sake, I do really want to find out. Why the hell is this not loading? Locations. There are 187 marked locations. And this is the map. Huh. These 2 here, huh? I have both of them here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. If you look at this map, Nellis, it's only 1, 2. But this map is not correct. You see that around the Nellis, it's only 2. The Legate's camp is the final location, and I see it there on the right, far right. Two locations, This doesn't even look like there is 187 here. Look at this area here, it's only 2 locations. If you look at my map, there are 3 locations here. How fast that map? Star and Sarsaparilla Factory. Almost look at there's a location between these 2. This location here. I don't have it. This one here. Between the Ranger Station and the Sarsaparilla Factory. I don't have that one. Let's go check it out. I'm missing 2 locations. The last one is pretty much the final location.
Scared of your own blood?
Why is there the ash pile here then? Still disassembled weapons shipment. Yeah, I was on this spot before, so one of them was still alive. Apparently there's a location here. It's it might be marked for a quest, and since I have not started the quest, I don't have it. Because some quests are the location. For example, Ranger Morales' corpse. Oh, there's a location in front of us. Is it a safe house? I'm missing 2 locations. And the last one is gonna be a bitch to find. So many locations on the map. What the hell is this location here? So that location that was nuked might be it, but it might be something else. Is this a safe house? This one is easy to miss. Brewers beer bottle. It's not a safe house. I remember this location. It's just a remote one. I remember this one. It's just a remote, yeah. This location I remember. There's a Gauss rifle here. Basically making beer here. Big Book of Science. Yeah, how could I have forgotten this location? There's actually a book location and I forgot about it. Well, you can remember all 187 locations. You just always, you know, you remember some and you always have one on your mind, you know, which you forgot. Okay. One more location, but I figured out on this map, this one didn't have. When you look at Nellis, it's actually missing one location there. It's hard to really remember this visually. I mean, look at this, 1, 2, 3, and that map is only showing 2. It was only showing 2. 1, 2. Weird. It's gonna be a bitch to find the last one. One more location. 187 is the Legates location, and 188 is only Wild Wasteland with Rex and the well. Where the hell is the last location? This map is a little bit more detailed But still, it looks like some of the locations are a little bit off. If you look at Prim and the NCR correctional facility, it's missing one location as well. So this map is missing 2 locations. Huh. Now the last one is gonna be very hard to find. Even here it says Nellis Air Force Base, Nellis Hangar, Nellis Array, but it only shows 2 of them. Legion Raid Camp. Ooh, was I there? I was. This location here, that's the Legate's camp. That's you know, the before you complete the game. Where the hell is the last location? This is the one, yeah. We got all of this. Outpost, safe house. Got all 4. Red Rock Cannon, Red Rock Drug Lab, Armory, Supply Cave, Encampment. East, north, south, west. Hunter's Farm. Yeah, that's this one here. This is where it leads from the other side. Hmm. This is very confusing. These are not actual locations. Vault 21 is not even marked as a location, which is weird because all the vaults are. This is part of the strip. Three, 11, 19, 21, 22, 34 security room vault. It's not it either. I did go Black Rock Cave this one, yeah? I think I did. I did. It's a couple of mutants inside. Blue Paradise Vacation Rentals. Portman Cave Overlook. Holy shit, this last location is gonna be a pain to find. Boulder Beach Campground. Ah! Yeah, I think I have that one as well. And the last location is always a little bit hard to find. Completionist sake, boys, completionist. It's not that either. I think that's the one is a mark on the top. Woohoo! Looking for the last location. I'm missing one location to have the whole map explored. Can't find the last location. Looks like everything is explored. Looks like we found it, boys. Looks like we found it. It's here. South System. But it's not marked. There are fences, huh?
Kind of like it.
Gotcha! That's it, boys. This one was easy to miss. I guess if you're passing by, you do go close to the location, but look at that. That one is easy to miss. I don't even remember this one, to be honest. I remember the north one. There's gonna be NCR soldiers inside. Yeah, I remember it now. I actually found it on the other character, not on this one. So it got a little bit mixed, my last playthrough and this playthrough. Because they were so close to each other. That's it, boys. 186. There are 187 locations. The only one we don't have is the Legate's camp. The only way to enter the camp is the final main quest. That's it. Have the whole map explored. This is the whole map explored outside the DLC. There is one more location before the last one. If you have the Wild Wasteland, the Rex gets you there. It's like a well. I think it's positioned somewhere here, like here. And if you count all the DLC area, all 4 DLC, there is 315 location, and that well is 316. Okay, the whole map explored. Very happy about that. Okay, what was the quest? Chem Cannon for Contreras. Yeah, I want to do that one before we do. We're gonna start what's it called? Old Blue Blues tonight. It's a really good DLC. A lot of bizarre stuff. DLC for these games are great. When you look at it from the RPG wise, every DLC is pretty much, you know, part of the game, part of the story, and it connects so well and adds to the game so nicely with almost like a main quest by itself. Haven't seen really many games that had done DLCs so well like the Fallout New Vegas. Guys, might be like Witcher 3 with Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine. That game has a great DLC system as well. But you know, those guys, you know, want to be special compared to the rest of the industry with you know, expansions and quality, not really milking. Gunrunner's Arsenal was pretty fun, adding lots of, you know, weapons and stuff. But that other DLC that adds, you know, different starting packages. However, you know, when the game got released to 4 different distributors, you know, they offering different starting stuff where they merge into a DLC that gives you everything at the start of the game. That's pretty silly. What was it called? I think they should have not even added it as a DLC. Why does it take so much to load this shit? It's called the Courier Stash. I don't know why they charge money for that. This should never been a DLC. This is almost like selling blood to Total War game. This is basically 4 different editions of the game. Each edition had a different starting set of gear. And if you buy this DLC, you pretty much for $1 get a bunch of items in your inventory at the beginning of the game. And makes you overpowered in the beginning. That's why I leave everything in the starting house and just pick up 2 items. This DLC was a fail. The other ones were perfect.
So you're back.
I think that is yeah, you're right, Witch. That was pre-order stuff. So basically, if you buy this one, you get all of it, and your starting character gets 4 different sets of gear at the start of the game. It makes you overpowered from the start. He was not tortured, the Zealot. He was the first legate of Caesar that was defeated at the dam by the NCR. So they set him in pitch and set him on fire, and they thrown him into the Grand Canyon, in the Colorado or something, and he survived.
Well, I'm not. Come back tomorrow and the stuff will be ready to transport.
Tomorrow.
All right. I need you to pass something
This
off
one is
to
the
a
bug.
merchant. The guy's name is Price. The exchange goes down at Miguel's pawn shop in Westside. This next bit is very important. He's paranoid, maybe a little schizo. You have to identify yourself with a passcode or he'll shoot you right there. Just tell him you're looking for some betting advice. Then he'll say the surest move is to bet on the house.
I don't know why these developers don't understand that giving you early stuff like this bonus is just ruining the game. Why they keep doing that shit? Giving you some kind of advantage at the beginning of the game. That is so stupid. And that career stage for pre-orders packed into one DLC and they charge you $1 for that. That's just stupid. That's Joshua Graham, the Zealot. He was pretty much right hand of Caesar until he failed battle. The NCR basically did like a kind of like a sacrifice kamikaze move and managed to win. Keep it in mind.
Be sure you do. If you get this last job done, full access to my stash. At a discount even, just because I like you. Get moving, watch out for raiders, and do not lose that package. Good luck.
Okay, this is the part of the this quest which always bugged for me. It's not really a marked quest, so that's an issue. It's an unmarked quest. There's a fast location there. So this step is was always problematic. It was like a setup. Price is not here.
Here to do business?
What do you want?
Have you seen a guy named Price around?
We work together. I'm handling his deliveries for the moment while he handles a business opportunity that came up.
What was it? I'm looking for some betting advice.
What? Look, do you have something to drop off or not?
Perception 7, intelligence perception. That wasn't the right response for the password.
Password? That little bastard said nothing about a password. Price is in NCR custody and you're going to join him. Unless you've got a damn good explanation for why you're looking for him. Hand over your weapons, you're under arrest.
I was just told he was a local merchant and to find him to buy supplies.
All right, if you hear anything, report it to myself or Lieutenant Boyd immediately. We need to track down his source. What do you want?
He said you were handling Price's goods while he was away.
Yeah, you need something? Whatever you...
So this is the weird part of the quest. I think I always go with that speech check and then the quest bugs. Let's go see. I mean, stuff like pre-order bonuses, they should have just, you know, left it like that. Whoever got the game should have had those things. Later, you know, patched into the game. They actually charge $1 for that. The worst thing is not, you know, it's $1, but that you actually get all those items tossed in your inventory when you start the game. 4 different sets of armor, items, weapons, ammo. You can only finish it if you kill that guy. So it's glitched. God damn it, so you have to kill him, huh? I never killed that guy. Maybe I killed him once. That probably was the only time I got at this machine. There's a couple of these quest lines in the game that are glitched like this.
So you're back.
Let's see if we can go from here.
So you're back.
Why is being held by the NCR? Ranger replaced him.
Ah, shit. Well, please tell me you didn't hand him the package.
I didn't.
Thank God. You're gonna need to take him out. If McCarran hears I've been selling contraband, we're both dead.
We don't have to kill him, you could work with him and make caps.
That might just work. Tell him I'll cut him in on a bit of the profit and help him track down drug dealers if he'll give me a pass. The last thing I need is a do-gooder ranger trying to take me down.
All this traveling back and forth. I guess that's why they put Miguel's pawn shop as a marked location. So you don't have to travel to do...
Hello? What do you want?
Contreras would like to work with you.
Really now? We had our suspicions about that man, but he's got so many shipments going so many different directions, it's been hard to track. What exactly is his offer? Does he realize bribing a ranger is a hanging offense?
Leave him alone and he'll share contact information.
He has himself a deal. However, if he tries to run or he continues to deal strategic assets with enemies, he's a dead man. Tell Contreras to expect to see me around more often. He better have a new bit of information when I stop in or I'm reporting his ass to Boyd.
It's definitely a rotten deal for Contreras. But he's, you know, doing bad stuff. I think this is where it's supposed to finish, but it doesn't finish. Those speed checks are pretty high, 80. So that's much harder than just killing a guy. And yeah, pretty much... I think I only done it once, Guillermo. And it's just because that character at the time didn't have the speech checks required. So I think I had to kill him. And that was the, I think, only time I got this machine. Which is a pretty awesome weapon before the other DLCs. They always put some cool stuff before, behind some pain in the ass. That guy has a huge inventory and this gun as well. It's really nice to get. I mean, it's not good, really needed for this character, but especially if you can manage to do this early. And you can do this early. Just need to kill a guy with a trill carbine, right?
So you're back.
I convinced the ranger to work with you, you're safe, but be careful. I think as long as you don't click this one, it should be fine.
Good to hear.
Oh my god.
Punch.
Glitched. You really have to kill him.
So you're back.
And that's it, that's it. That's how I remember it happened every single time before. Let's do it the other way around. I'm not talking about this gun. It's called the machine something. It's not this gun. Hold on. Let's try to get it so I will see the name.
Howdy. What do you want?
Okay, I have to talk with him first. That machine, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, that machine.
So you're back. Huh, not good. Price works alone. Chat him up and see. Don't give him any details, and do not give him the pack. So you're back. All right, here's a little something in advance. Now get the job done.
Okay. We'll try killing him and see what happens. Guys, the other way is bugged.
Hello? What do you want? Whoa, hold on a minute, buddy. Whoa! Aha!
Survived that. Oh man, I didn't want to shoot Miguel. Did I shoot Miguel? Oh, I'm so sorry, Miguel. Collateral damage. This is a bullshit, you know, when you have these characters which you're supposed to kill, the game doesn't let you one-shot them. Well, Miguel was a victim of a fight here. It's not like we need his shop anyways.
Sticking around for the attractions?
Some guy shot Miguel and Miguel shot him. They both blow each other up. Yeah. Be good. That shot with the second shot with the YCS when it decided to shot Miguel, and it's usually just, you know, goes through the target if it's not a direct hit, but this time actually hit Miguel. He was really unlucky there. No witnesses, yeah, nobody heard it. It's West Side, people die all the time. Let's see if we get a gun this time. I feel like if I let him shoot me first, and then I went Watts for the headshot, he would have got a one shot. The game has this system in place that you cannot one-shot, you know, somebody who just initiated combat from a conversation, you know, immediately. They just lose half health instead. That was definitely a one-shot. This weapon one-shots pretty much anybody.
So you're back. Good to hear. Well, I'd say you're officially invited to the big kid's table now. My stash is your stash. Oh, and I think you might get more use out of this rifle than I ever will. Enjoy.
This quest is it's this machine. You see, it is this machine. I convinced the ranger, right? This quest is bugged. I did Gulliman, I did. I have all the locations discovered now. You see, I was right, it was this machine. Oh man, Gurlma just confusing me. It's a unique battle rifle. 60 damage, 38 rounds. You see, it's bugged. It's bugged. Made a deal with the ranger, but he got killed.
Hey. So you're back. Take your...
Look at the amount of bullets he has. They never fix this. They never fix this. But you can manage to do it if you do it in the right order, you still get a complete quest. But it makes no sense, because you have to kill the ranger and then you tell them that you convince the ranger to work with you. Boys, it's time. It's time. It's time to go start. Old World Blues. I don't think I've done Old World Blues before on stream.
Welcome, sir or madam.
They clear the cemetery though. There have been some bugs since I switched from GOG to Steam, because the GOG version stopped working. I hope it will not affect any DLCs.
Hey!
Thing is, I'm also level 50, this also causes some issues.
So, you're back. Now
This woman has so much caps for some reason. Drop all those suits there as well. Then I'm close to Novak. Some pretty cool stuff in Old Blues. The dialogue DLC, yeah, it's like an hour of dialogue when you start it, but hilarious stuff.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything? Sure thing. Have a look.
Those mad scientists were pretty much closed there by the other guy, so they don't wreck the world with their crazy stuff. Yeah. Don't have to even loot that much anymore. It's not that heavy. Don't care about this one since I got the other one. What? God damn it, man. Guys, what the hell? Just clear my inventory. Chew. Yeah. So much loot every time the assassins attack. This one has 6 more DT on the light armor. I guess this is my new armor. I'm gonna keep it. 6 in DT on light armor. Puts my DT to 26. That's I like that. I like that. We can also do Veronica's quest as well.
I've still got guns and
16 DC on a light armor is pretty impressive. Boys, almost half a mil of cups. How would you even, where would you even put half a mil of cups? We need like a truck to have that man, right? A truck.
Still making a nuisance? Pleasure doing.
One more thing here before we go. Visit Sarah. I have nearly 1400 max charge microfusion cells. I can shoot this weapon over 300 times without the need to get any new ones. And I do usually get them at a steady rate.
Hey. Hey, strange. Having you tonight is my pleasure. Your room is ready.
Thank you, I'm ready for it too.
Okay, you know where to go. See you soon. Hey, strange.
She take the boomer stuff as well. She did. Okay, we're ready. My god damn it, misclicking, addicted. How do we get addicted to drugs by accident? The DLC starts at Mojave Drive-In. We have to wait for the midnight show. Like a crashed satellite. I think it's broadcasting. You have to wait, Tom. Looks like they satellite crashed here a while ago. Yeah. This one still doesn't work. But I clicked the wrong thing in the inventory, got addicted. It's not like I was going for a drug. That's what I meant. Okay. Let's save the game here. Hopefully no issues, no issues. There was a pain in the ass. What? God damn it! What the? What are these people? That was the Legion. What the hell? It was like a Legion attacked me again. Okay. The crashed satellite seems to be the source of the strange transmission you received. Old World Blues is recommended for experienced carriers, level 15 plus. You have a premonition that while you will be unable to return to the Mojave until you solve the mysteries of the Big Empty. We're going to Area 51, boys. You will be able to take anything you carry with you, and you will be able to return to the Big Empty anytime after completing Old World Blues. If you're up to the challenge and you have all you want to carry with you, examine the satellite a little closer. The atomic wonders of science await. Take a closer look at the satellite. God damn it, what the hell? Why won't you work, game? Why can't I like a game that works? It doesn't crash. The moment I clicked, it crashed there. Let me just sort the window here. Okay. Scratch one dead? What do you mean one dead? Game crashed, we haven't died.
I'm hit.
It counts. Doesn't count. It's not the first crash. This is like only like one of the dozen crashes that happened this run. Was it worth it, Ellich? Was the Bethesda net count worth the sacrifice? What do you mean? Okay, here we go. gonna crash again. I'm getting a drink. I need a drink first before this. I'm gonna get some tea. Oh my god. It's like we completed everything. Now we got DLC and it's... Why is this always happens? What is causing this shit this time? Oh man, I started the wrong game. Wrong game! This is not the game! How to skip this? Creative Assembly? Sega? Total War confirmed. You can't skip this. Is this right, guys? This isolation looking like this? Or is it a glitch? I don't remember isolation being like this messed up. Was it always like this? Hell yeah! It's not time to play this shit. Soothing audio. Oh my god. Oh man. One dead beer from yesterday. Okay. God damn it, these guys again. Nah, there's always some issue with the DLCs. It's like the only one that starts normally for me is Dead Money. It's like I have that, what do we call it, the Alta 4 Poltergeist all over again. Does this Alta 4 even work in this game? Alta 4. Oh, it works. I'm just going to fix the window.
Come on.
Come on!
Had enough?
Yoo-hoo!
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
Like, what the fuck? Why is this always happens? It almost looks like the game has some kind of issue starting and ending the video parts, the cuts. Cannot skip this one. Of course you can skip. You can skip on as hard as you can skip this one.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I'm gonna go find some alcohol. I'll see you guys later.